In the last few hours, or maybe even in the last few minutes, you've probably interacted with web pages to do things like watch videos, look for locations on maps, or interact with your social media feeds. In fact, you're doing it right now with this course. But what makes this interactivity possible? The programming language JavaScript. Let's find out a bit more about the benefits of JavaScript and its importance to developers. JavaScript is a language that builds interactivity into web pages. It is literally the language of the web. Almost every website runs JavaScript in some form or another. The reason for this is the fact that since its very inception in 1995, JavaScript has been the main way to interact with web pages on the client side, the front-end side of websites and web applications. Using JavaScript, updates are displayed in real time on our devices. Some common examples include interactive maps and client-side form validation. Over the years, there have been some alternatives to JavaScript, such as VBScript and more recently, TypeScript. But even TypeScript compiles down to JavaScript, so browsers can understand it. Since JavaScript is one of the most widely available and frequently used methods for interacting with the browser on the client side, the language became immensely popular. In fact, developer surveys often show that JavaScript remains one of the most popular programming languages today. So, what is it that makes JavaScript so integral to modern browsers? JavaScript is currently the only computer language that allows us to directly interact with our web pages dynamically on the client. It's baked into the browser. Its enduring popularity is down to the rules of backwards compatibility, which state that all websites that were built in the past still need to work today. So, removing JavaScript from the browser would effectively render millions of websites completely useless. This means that JavaScript is in the unique position of being one of several central pillars of web development. You've just discovered the importance of JavaScript to web development. JavaScript's unique ecosystem is one of the main reasons for its popularity. Simply put, browsers speak JavaScript. But there are a few other important reasons why we should embrace JavaScript. One of the main reasons that developers use JavaScript is because of how easy it is to use. There are many programming languages where a newcomer needs to do a substantial amount of prep work to even get set up and ready to learn. However, with JavaScript, it's as simple as opening the browser's developer tools and navigating to the console tab, because every browser has a JavaScript engine built in, and you can interact with it using the console. There are still a few small steps required to get started with JavaScript. These include installing a code editor and possibly setting up some other things such as Node.js and npm. But initially, as a beginner, it's enough to just open the developer tools on your web browser. Another reason to learn and use JavaScript is because, as we saw earlier, it's everywhere. JavaScript is used in almost every website there is. It's used on the client side of sites as plain JavaScript, also known as vanilla JavaScript. It fuels a myriad of JavaScript frameworks such as React, Vue, and D3. And it's also used on the server as Node.js and more recently, Deno. Another reason why people often choose JavaScript is that it's considered one of the more accessible programming languages. It also has a wide development community to offer help and guidance. This is especially true when it's compared to other languages. There are many languages that, for a variety of reasons, would be very challenging to begin programming with. But because it's so approachable, JavaScript can be a great way for new developers to jump into programming. So, besides being a useful skill on its own, JavaScript can also be a stepping stone to other languages and technologies. Finally, one more reason to learn JavaScript is because JavaScript skills are in demand. Countless job postings appear for JavaScript developers every day, and these will keep coming for the foreseeable future. So, next time you ask why choose JavaScript, remember that it's the foundational technology of everything you do online, with a huge variety of uses. Plus, it's easy to get started with, and once you're up and running, there's lots of job offers and projects open to you. Best of luck with your JavaScript journey.